Okay, let me see. Let's, so this one is Fuji Colossal Resort Tucson with a muscle Goosey Resort by Kagan Nan. Like, let me do this. Okay. Okay.
Well, tonight, a community staple in South Tucson is closing its doors for good. After more than 20 years on 6th Avenue, Food City shoppers will have to go somewhere else. KGUN 9's Jacqueline Aguilar spoke with shoppers outside the store and tells us how the closure is impacting families.
Since 2000, this Food City has been more than just a place to buy groceries. It's been a lifeline for people who live nearby. Shoppers tell me they're worried about what comes next, especially because this is the largest grocery store within the 1.2 square mile city. Shoppers walked out of this Food City for one last time.
It's sad that it's going away.
Wow.
Some expressed to me how the store was like a neighborhood hub for them.
Really?
Sometimes we come here for lunch, or we come in to get an agua fresca, or just a couple bolillos to make, this little sandwich or something.
This store was also a go-to for people who live across town, like Patty Smith, who has shopped here since it opened.
We live on the east side, and we come here every
East
weekend,
side.
try to get their tacos.
A representative from Bashas, the owner of Food City, previously told us the location lacked sustained business. With South Tucson being a 1.2 square mile city, this Food City was essential for seniors and people without a car.
If they don't get those needs met, they go outside, and we really need an inside resource for the seniors and for the youth and people who have they have to walk to or bike to this store.
Following this closure, the closest stores South Tucson neighbors can shop at are El Super, Walmart, or Food City on 22nd Street. Shoppers like Mel Dominguez says he wants another grocery store to move into the building.
I hope somebody new comes in that's willing to take us on. We'd love to shop. We need food.
According to Bashas, current Food City employees will have the opportunity to transfer to other Bashas or Food City stores in Tucson. Reporting in South Tucson off 6th Avenue and 39th Street, Jacqueline Aguilar, KGUN 9.
Wow. It really makes you think, We see clothes, doors. Wow. It's sad, grocery we so close, it's really sad. This one is, so Tucson residents say goodbye to Food City. Let's check it out.
And when the clock strikes 6 p.m. tonight, the South Tucson Food City is going to close its doors for good on 6th Avenue. And this leaves the small city without a full-service grocery store. News for Tucson's Jafet Serrato is live in South Tucson with what comes next. Jafet.
Hey there, Sean. The work now begins for the city of South Tucson to potentially find a new grocery store to occupy this space. You can see empty shelves in this cell phone video from inside the store. Customers like Viri Abril say They're disappointed as they believe prices were better here compared to other stores. Food City's parent company, Bash's, attributes the closure to declining sales.
Wow, really?
It's way cheaper here, the produce and everything. People who live, like the cultural food and everything that is being sold here, you know, you just can't, like there's certain things you can't find at Walmart or, you know, like Safeway or whatever that you can find here.
Yeah.
South Tucson City Council member Brian Flagg says the city is working to find a new tenant, but face challenges attracting businesses. The El Super in Tucson on 6th Avenue and 44th Street is now the nearest grocery option. Bashis says unused products will return to their warehouse and that any current employees at this Food City do have the opportunity to transfer to other food cities or Bashis in Tucson. Reporting from South Tucson, Fett Serrato, News 4 Tucson.
This one is about Tucson City Council to take up bus levy.
The Tucson City Council.
This one be a good one. Okay. I was the bus, so this is really
The Tucson City Council is now eyeing a transit safety plan after several violent incidents involving buses and transit centers this year. News 4 Tucson's Jacob Owens joins us live outside City Hall, where this issue will take center stage next week. And Jacob, how did we get to this point?
Sean, that's the big question. It was nearly 2 months ago when City Council was asking city staff to come up with this safety plan. We're expected to see discussion on next week. It's worth noting it was at that same study session in August where Tucson City Council decided to keep transportation fare free. We're getting some data now that we're seeing in this safety report to be discussed that was collected in the meantime. A memo sent out by the city of Tucson says in the weeks that have followed, riders as well as drivers were surveyed. Common concerns include drug use, homelessness, and loitering, and not enough enforcement of the current rules. Councilmember Paul Cunningham has been vocal about his concerns.
We're having significant incidents occurring on the bus that are dangerous for both riders and drivers. We have to address this. It's occurring at bus stops and it's occurring on the bus.
Some shared recommendations from drivers and passengers are increasing security surrounding buses, as well as adding and improving lighting. Sean, Cunningham says the city needs to move fast on this, although he tells us he's not sure if action will be taken at next week's study session when this safety plan will be discussed. It's also worth mentioning that we will see this discussed by council, but it's unclear what exactly. He expects proposals to be presented by city staff, but beyond that, we'll just have to wait and see. Ahead at 10, we're going to hear from people that are directly impacted by this safety situation on buses. That's riders. Reporting live downtown, Jacob Owens, News 4 Tucson.
And it is definitely an issue that needs to be addressed. Thank you for that, Jacob. And to view the results of Suntrans Passenger Security Survey, just head on over to kvoa.com.
This one is this one.
Council will discuss a transit safety plan within the next few days as violent incidents in Tucson have prompted concern from the public. News 4 Tucson's Jacob Owens joins us live from downtown. And Jacob, what are we expecting at next Wednesday's meeting?
Yeah, Sean, a big part of what we're expecting to see discussed next Wednesday at a study session are the surveys that Suntran has been providing its riders and drivers over the last few weeks. That is part of a city council ordered public safety transit plan. As you mentioned, this was ordered at a study session back in August, and next Wednesday we're expecting staff to present the results of these Suntran surveys, other information, as well as ideas on how Tucson can make its public transportation safer.
I would describe it as hectic because you just don't never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, you
it's
never
like
know
a box
when
of
you ride
Cracker
the bus,
Jacks.
yeah.
You don't know what type of surprise you're going to get when you get on the bus.
That's the way Crystal Jeter describes the current safety environment. She's been riding the bus for 3 years. Tucson City Council member Paul Cunningham is also concerned.
We're having significant incidents occurring on the bus that are dangerous for both riders and drivers. We have to address this.
Yeah.
It's occurring at bus stops and it's occurring on the bus.
A city memo says through May of this year, more than 80% of SunTrans security incidents are outside of transit centers. The majority of these incidents are at bus stops and involve drugs. Drug use, including fentanyl, is a shared concern among drivers and riders who have been surveyed. Another worry is lackluster enforcement of the existing rules.
Maybe just giving the bus drivers, the officers here, a more better leeway of just taking their behinds off the bus. Don't give them no chance, they give them chances. Just get them off.
Increased security is a common recommendation from drivers surveyed. Another suggestion from some behind the wheel is bringing back fees to public transportation.
Yeah, Sean, very relevant to this recommendation that some drivers were giving SunTran in these surveys, bringing fees back. Not all drivers agreed on it, but it's worth noting that Tucson City Council kept fare-free transit in August at the same study session where this safety plan was ordered. Cunningham did raise this point with News 4 Tucson today. He's saying it's something that will have to be discussed when this comes back up again in February. Reporting live downtown, Jacob Owens, News 4 Tucson.
Okay, and this one, government shutdown continued into the weekend as the county into day 4.
And we're inching into day 4 of the government shutdown, which is expected to last into next week. Lawmakers on both sides claim they're making progress despite multiple failed votes on Friday.
The Senate Republicans are speaking directly with moderate Democrats. I understand those conversations have become very serious, and we hope positive in the right direction.
We are willing to solve this problem with you because this is hurting your constituents too.
Now, Friday, Republicans picked up 3 votes, but most Democrats are still holding out for an extension of Affordable Care Act subsidies and a rollback of cuts to Medicaid. Senators could vote this weekend, but the next vote is not expected until Monday. That would be day 6 of the shutdown. And on the first day of October, we would usually break down the latest jobs report, but the federal government shutdown is delaying that economic data.
Without the people actually taking the information in and compiling that information, we don't have a report.
This data vacuum comes at a time of uncertainty in the economy with rising prices and several months of downward revisions to the job reports. A new CBS News poll shows just over half of Americans surveyed called the job market, quote, bad. That's a tougher assessment than 6 months ago. As the Federal Reserve considers lowering rates further, a prolonged government shutdown could deprive the Fed of more key economic data like the Consumer Price Index and retail spending reports. Now, this is the first jobs report delay since the government shut down in 2013. During the 2018-2019 partial government closure, Congress agreed to fund the Labor Department along with a handful of other agencies.
Let's do a little dance, so let's do this.
It's the same old thing. Boogie is lying while King is trying to talk the wins. They be bullshitting, spitting Lolcow slang. Scam Tommy and kick them out. You know, keep running this gang. We're live on YouTube, ain't no pre-recorded games.
Yep.
Fuck around you like it's one in your brain. Hey,
Lolcow. Yeah, Lolcow.
You be watching it, you click
it now. Lolcow. Yeah, Lolcow.
Now Boogie got his nipples tippled from a hippie Twiggy who was pretty but shitty. Took little Stevie and 50 years later we all paying the price. But Wings had things that only kings could dream of this history. He leaked to the show and we all paid for it twice. And if page 5 stays high up in Wings' mind like the bird shit in our eyes, then prize we might, we still pay the price. Lolcow, nigga, but it's the Lolcow. You be watching it, you click it just now. Lolcow, nigga, but it's the Lolcow. You be watching it, you click it now. Lolcow, nigga, but it's the Lolcow. You be watching it, you click it just now. Lolcow, nigga, but it's the Lolcow. You be watching it, you click it now. Now King's theme is the Scream Team, but mainstream to his team, and later come clean that it was all a dream and he owns everything, and the Iron Team was him. Yep. And the Stream Team's keen to be the meme king, and the meme queen is Boogie's lean tween who needs keys, so she can leave please, rescue the kid. Lolcow, nigga, but it's the Lolcow. You be watching it, you click it now. Lolcow, but it's the Lolcow. You be watching it, you click it now. Lolcow, nigga, but it's the Lolcow. You be watching it, you click it just now. Lolcow, nigga, but it's the Lolcow. You be watching it, you click it just now. It's time for the Lolcow Queens. Let's go. Lolcow Queens, we don't back down. Crown on fire, we run this town. Gang rise, Cougar crew clean. Michael's the boss, we the ruling machine. Fight, no cap, no fake. Tina D riding, make the kingdom shake. Roast gang rolling, Leroy rise. Bossed up queen, got them all terrified. Lolcow queen, we don't look like God. Everyone needs time. Roast gang rise, Cougar crew clean. Michael's the boss, we the ruling machine. Texas heat, claws out, let's brawl. Gidgy is Cougar Queen, standing 10 feet tall. Spill that tea, I bring that smoke. Say my name and your pride gets broke. Michael's throne, punishment's drop. Flies in your face, and the cringe don't stop. Calls the shots, we play the game. Lolcow rule with royal flame. Lolcow Queen, we don't back down. We want the town. Trailer park heat, Southern steel, loyal to the throne. Lolcow real.
Here
we go again. It's the same old thing. Boogie is lying while King is trying to talk the wins. They be bullshitting, spitting Lolcow slang. Scam Tommy and kick them out. You know, keep running this gang. We're live on YouTube, ain't no pre-recorded games. Fuck around you like it's one in your brain. Hey, Lolcow, nigga, but it's the Lolcow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Lolcow, nigga, but it's the Lolcow. You be watching
watching it, you clicked it just now. Now Boogie got his nipples tippled from a hippie Twiggy who was pretty but shitty. Took little Stevie, and 50 years later we all paying the price. But Wings had things that only kings could dream on this history. He leaked to the show and we all paid for it twice. And if page 5 stays high up in Wings' mind like the bird shit in our eyes, then tries we might, we still pay a price. Lolcow, Nick, but it's the Lolcow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Lolcow, Nick, but it's the Lolcow. You be watching it, you Lolcow, Nick, but it's the Lolcow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Lolcow, Nick, but it's the Lolcow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Now Keem's theme is the Scream Team, but mainstream to his team and later come clean that it was all a dream and he owns everything, and the Iron Team was him. Yep. And the stream team's keen to be the meme king, and the meme queen is Boogie's lean tween who needs keys so she can leave, please rescue the kid. Lolcow, Nick, but it's the Lolcow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Lolcow, Nick, but it's the Lolcow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Lolcow, Nick, but it's the Lolcow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Lolcow, Nick, but it's the Lolcow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Lolcow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now.
Wings. Boogalad. So before I end that room, let me see if there's any news. No, I think I'm good. So I'm going to go some letter to that. So double like if like and comment down below if you want to see more streams. And I might be later tonight. Yeah, I know. So go and check if we do back to vaccine. So go and support vaccine. So subscribe if you're new. I'm so close to podcast up. So is all you doing? Either subscribe button. Yep, subscribe. You also become a memo. What are you doing? Please sign up to be a memo. Come on. I try to post memos only reaction like every day. I've been doing it because nobody been watching the memos only videos. So what's the point of doing memos only videos if nobody been watching them? So only like one view. That's it. So please become a memo today. So bye.